Hello, hello, my people. It is I, it is him, it is he, Mr. MINED, and you're tuned in to Griffin Radio. It is time for Behind the Grind, and it's a special Behind the Grind today because I have not only some mentors in the studio with me today, but I have some fellow coworkers and people who've given me an opportunity to stretch my radio to the next level. I have GoHAM Radio, official GoHAM Radio leaders in the building with me. I have MsFancyPantz and DJ Rasko. So these are the folks that gave me the opportunity to not only do my internship, but do my own show, Behind the Grind. This is the reason why we have Behind the Grind at Griffin Radio as well. So these are the folks that gave me the opportunity to not only indulge myself into radio, but to see what it is, aspects that I can do on my own as well, do with, enhance the music and things of that nature. So tell us how you guys are doing today.
We're doing pretty good. How are you doing, Mr. Mine?
I'm doing amazing. I just came back from Oakland, but we'll get into that later. But
hey.
So tell us a little bit how GoHAM Radio got started. Like, let us know.
Okay. Well, let me fix this a little bit so they can see us. All right. Yeah. So
they can't see on the radio, but we got Facebook
you can't
Live
see
right
on
now.
The radio. Yes.
But if you go onto GoHamRadio.com, you can probably check us out on the Facebook Live. So anyway, we're gonna get back into how do we get GoHAM started.
Okay, so GoHAM is actually an evolution of various projects I've involved myself in up until launching it. So I actually created it in 2011. 2011, and GoHAM stands for Giving Opportunity, Hope, and Mentorship. Right. And that's what we want to do with the community. Is I'm from an older generation before the social media, before the digital age, where we did things hand-to-hand, face-to-face, networked, word of mouth, a lot of things like that, and really was involved with radio when they were involved with the community.
Right.
And they had to go out and network in that sense.
And find their listeners.
Exactly. And over the years, it evolved into social interactions, sending out an email blast, making an online post, and it alleviated any of the manpower, any of the work that really went into it, other than what you would do behind a computer.
Right.
So it kind of distanced radio from the community, and I really believe that radio is for the community. It shouldn't be for their own purpose, except to be as almost like a news vessel, but also an entertainment news vessel for the community, for the people, but also an outlet for them, so that they have a platform for their arts, their entertainment, things other than the news that they can promote to their community and see how the community responds, and then be able to grow from there.
That is that's what we like about GoHAM Radio, especially because we're not just somebody to tell you to listen to. Oh, go listen to the music. We're really in the community doing interviews and talking to the people, local artists, fans, anyone that really wants to be a part of the radio station. We reach out to them. So can you tell us what other projects that has led up to GoHAM Radio? I know you have, we've done our own conversations and talk, but let the people know, some of your extensive history, because she's really with the business.
So it'll probably date me unless I say that I started when I was 13 years old and lied on paperwork. But one of the first radio stations that I was involved in was Blazin' 98.9.
Wow.
And that was in San Diego many moons ago.
Right.
And I worked with them. I did this, they had kind of like a casting call, a public casting call looking for an apprentice. Do you remember Donald Trump's show called The Apprentice, where he was looking for
I do remember that.
someone? So it was kind of a spinoff on that, and it was Benny Siegel, and it was, who was the DJ at the time? I know the music director was like DJ C's, and then the program director, I think, was DJ Play, who's still in radio right now. He actually currently is with one of the local stations
Right.
around here. Anyway, so I won a competition. They did a casting call looking for who's going to be Benny Siegel's apprentice.
Right.
Put in this resume. We'll pick from a slew of resumes,
Exactly.
and we'll narrow it down, and then we'll have kind of like a competition for the people who are left, and then the audience gets to vote who the apprentice is going to be. So
Right.
I didn't end up winning that, but someone who did, V, she's on the radio now, and she still is doing radio.
Okay.
So it really
Shout out
helped.
to V.
Shout out to V, definitely, because it definitely helped kind of put our dreams to a reality level.
Okay, yeah.
You know, so we had wanted to do it, and now this was an opportunity, and we were in. I unfortunately didn't win, but I definitely got some great experience and was able to be part of the promotions team.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I came and would do side work for them, commercials. I did voiceovers for commercials and stuff like that.
Wow.
But I kind of reached a peak without the opportunity there at the station, like a ceiling. So that's when I enrolled here at Grossmont.
So, let's say that again. Let the people know. We don't just have a regular person here. We have someone who graduated from Grossmont College.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm really getting the real interviews, my people. But anyway,
Yeah.
tell us what your experience here at Grossmont was.
So I came here to Grossmont, and I really liked their media program. You can see in the catalog what they have to offer, and the detailed explanations of what they had to offer in the classes allowed me to contour my schedule so that I could learn the things that I needed to learn. Because what had happened was, when I was... How old was I? I think I was 21 when I first enrolled at Grossmont.
Right.
I was 21, and I did a couple of years general ed, didn't do too well, stopped, and then came back later on in life. And when I came back later on in life, that's when I kind of had that go-to attitude. Okay, now this is what I want to learn.
Right.
And I went and chose the classes, media communications. I got my associates in communications as well as social and behavioral studies.
Wow.
So, because I kind of took classes I was interested in, and then
Yeah.
other classes, but it all intertwines. You know, you get a sociology degree, and it's when you're talking with people on the radio and in media,
Exactly.
you're interacting with them. So it, social media.
Exactly.
So it all interacts within each other. And so I came here to Grossmont, and I enrolled in MCOM 119, I think is what it is. Is that what it is?
That's what we are, 119,
Yes.
this class.
Yeah, so it's the radio program. Got involved, and I did their promotions. Well, I was just a regular member, student.
Right.
They allow you to have shows, but then I elevated to promotions director, and it was a lot of fun. We did some things around the campus just to kind of give us some exposure and promotion so that people would listen to us, because it's a great program.
Right.
There's a lot of things here at Grossmont that aren't even at universities.
Wow.
I know, because I went to one. That's kind of how I elevated to my next level.
So let's talk about that. Let's talk about your next level.
Okay.
Let's talk about that elevation, because this is where GoHAM gets its great experience from this venture that we're going to be talking about.
So when I had graduated, like I said, with those couple of degrees, I didn't just graduate and finish. I graduated and I transferred.
Right.
And I looked around at different schools kind of in the California area. I based it off of major markets, Chicago, Miami, New York, those major media
Radio
markets. Exactly. So that I could go to school in that area.
Exactly.
Definitely, I went to LA. It's one of the top markets. I applied to many different schools, got accepted to some, kind of didn't get accepted to others, and I finally decided to go with Cal State LA.
Okay.
Which, of course, UCLA is your top choice. That's the school you want to go to as far as a transfer, because with California, they have a program. If you maintain a certain GPA, you can get an automatic transfer if you are accepted, or
Exactly. It's going to help you get into them
definitely.
schools.
But I didn't end up getting into that. I got into Cal State LA. I went to Cal State LA. Unfortunately, they did in the past have a radio station and a cable network.
Right.
But when the digital age happened, they just didn't transition and didn't have anybody to make it come to life. Exactly, elevate it. And when I got there, because of Grossmont College, because of the experience I had here and the equipment and the softwares and the teaching and just the experience and exposure and going to BEA, the opportunity that I have for that and clubs, a lot of the things that I got involved with here at Grossmont College allowed me to bring those skills to the university and develop something at the university that ended up being my capstone project for the university. So when I graduated, what I ended up doing when I got there was they had a media department like this. It just hadn't been renovated. It hasn't been developed, anything like that. They had all their equipment in a basement. It was, it wasn't up to par.
It wasn't paying attention to.
No, and for being in LA, one of the top media markets, you would expect the faculty, it's not really the faculty and staff, it's more of like an administration being able to fund the staff, being able to facilitate these classes and stuff. So I ended up finding the right people at the right time. We developed Golden Eagle Radio, which is a radio station there at Cal State LA. It's part of the website. It's .edu, which means that when we started, it was like a business, a .com. We were generating revenue. We were offering DJ services to different places, different groups around campus because they were all allotted a budget. So we just kind of refiltered the money for the school back into the school. So the money that we got from the budgets, we just invested back into what was a club then. We had dues, we had shirts, we operated like a full radio station. I was the station manager for a few years before I graduated, and then we passed it on. So right now they're on, I believe it's their 5th station manager. So even with me being gone, it still continues. So it perpetuates itself by us using it as a club, charging dues, being able to generate revenue that way so that we can get T-shirts and different things so that we can be professional press passes, all things like that, so that when they go out into the community, when they go out and they do their journalism or they do their DJing or they do their craft and whatever it is, they're representing Golden Eagle Radio. You go to Golden Eagle Radio on the website and it's got their podcast shows. It really gives them the opportunity to have 1, 2, 3, 4 years experience directly in the radio industry so that when they graduate, they have something viable that they can take with them when they're applying to the major stations. Because they require you to have 2, 3 years of on-air experience. If you're not going to a college that offers that, how are you going to do that?
You got to come to Grossmont. But before we get back into some music, I'm going to have to read this disclaimer. The views and comments and opinions expressed on this show are those of individuals and not necessarily shared by Griffin Radio, the Media Communications Department, Grossmont College, or the Grossmont-Cuyamaca Community College District. This podcast is copywritten by Griffin Radio and Grossmont College 2018. Thank you. And we're going to get into some Jennifer Lopez, and then we'll be back with the rest of the interview. All right. So, we're going to go back and talk about the other stuff that you've done. Some more stuff, like some more history, and then we'll start talking about some GoHAM stuff, like the events and stuff you've done.
Yeah, because that basically transitioned, because from Golden Eagle Radio, I came here to GoHAM.
Exactly.
And then,
so before that, I want to make sure, I want to see you as a CEO and founder of this, this group.
So these are the main businesses, right? So MsFancyPantz is me. This is the station, and this is the company that operates it all.
Oh,
and this is how this goes.
I got you.
But it's Rasko Entertainment is here, and DJ Rasko. I have 2 separate cards, but his is both on one. So he's him, and this is him. Here, we'll go like this.
Yeah, there you go.
So that's how you see.
All right, we'll talk about it. So that's what we're going to do.
And it's not even really, Opal Bay isn't a part of that. I do help out, but it's more like this. And he's like this.
Okay. So how we doing so far? You guys, are you comfortable? You like it? No script is good? It's okay.
Right?
I have to keep my mouth shut because
You didn't even introduce
GoHAM Radio is pretty much, that's her vision.
Oh, I see.
I meet on throughout their journey. I meet it halfway. 2017 to 2018. That's when DJ Rasko was not a DJ, so I can't say much in regards to her and GoHAM Radio. I have to just listen.
All right. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, this was.
Yeah, so I guess I'll be the first interview, and then he'll be kind of the second. Right. Yeah, so we'll just veer from Golden Eagle Radio to moving back down here and doing GoHAM. And then
we'll just talk about how they all intertwine.
What have I done behind the scenes to help, whatever, because I'll talk about, like, you can also, like, randomly ask, okay, what's Opal Bay, you know, whatever, and I can say it is the company that I developed to be able to oversee because, you know, when I graduated, I basically am a production, which generates revenue. Radio doesn't generate revenue unless you have advertising. And then
don't talk about it. We'll talk about it on the show.
How much time do we got?
2 minutes. 1 minute and 18.
I was trying to see if we could get him somehow.
Who?
You.
Oh, in the picture?
Excuse me. Are we on?
No, I'm right here, man. All day. Mr. MID.
Hey, excuse me.
You know? Right here, all day.
We are live in the building. Hi.
Man, I
think I'm on the right
shirt. I was wearing my GoHAM shirt in Oakland.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, everybody was looking like, I went to Denny's and everybody was looking at me weird. I had my GoHAM towel. That's the only thing I wanted to wear that when I was on stage. I forgot in the car.
I got stickers.
But yeah, that was funny. They were all looking at me all weird because I had my GoHAM was with my towel was hanging out and saying GoHAM Radio. And I was wearing my shirt and they kept looking at me and I was just like, whatever. I didn't think of it. At first I didn't know, like, I didn't think of nothing.
We going ham.
Right? They're like, they probably was like, oh, who's GoHAM Radio? Yes. Welcome back. It is I, it is him, it is he, Mr. MID, and you're tuned into Behind the Grind on Griffin Radio. We got GoHAM in the building with us right now. It's been a pleasure interviewing MsFancyPantz right now. So MsFancyPantz, tell us a little bit about the companies that you have. You know you have Golden Radio, you started Golden Eagle Radio, and you've done some things here at Grossmont. Mm-hmm. So tell us, after your whole experience and, going through the ups and the downs of, learning, tell us what you've resulted in. Tell us all about it.
So thank you for that. When I graduated from Cal State LA,
right.
I had created Golden Eagle Radio, which perpetuates itself, and now, it's its own thing. They have a reunion kind of every year, so we go back, get to see everybody that we've worked with. And then I utilized all that experience that I've gotten both from Griffin Radio and Golden Eagle Radio, and I came back to San Diego and launched GoHAM Radio.
Right.
So GoHAM Radio, I actually licensed as soon as I graduated from Grossmont College.
Yes.
So that was when I got the idea. This is when I want to do it. This is what I'd like to do. But I didn't really have all the experience that I really needed to be able to do that. Okay. Because I really was limited only up to promotions marketing. Here, I didn't have the option or opportunity to be able to showcase some of my business and marketing and other skills to be able to really pitch a successful station. Not only create it, but to have it still live on without me being there. Which had been the problem in the past, is that as soon as somebody graduated, it stopped. It never got passed on. So having to find the ability for it to continue on even after I've gone is what makes it successful.
Yes, that's true. Mm-hmm. Very true.
So here with GoHAM, now I was able to go back to this company that I had licensed in 2011 and put to work all the skills that I had acquired.
Had already learned. I see.
Mm-hmm. So that's where GoHAM came from, and I have a crew of different people. I'm able to go out in the community and scout people.
Right.
We do have...
Like me, Mr. M-I-N-E-D.
Mr. M-I-N-E-D, exactly. With me is DJ Rasko. He's been around since 2000. He's been around since 2013,
right?
But hasn't been involved with GoHAM Radio until about 2015.
Oh, okay, I see.
2015, 2016, and he's helped fill in a lot of the gaps that I'm unable to do myself.
Right.
We've been a great team. We've also worked with other people in the community who are also Grossmont alumni. We've worked with Vinny Cenzo, who was an on-air personality here.
Wow.
We've worked with Dev, who does photography, who actually just took our pictures.
Man, those was slapping.
I got half of them.
Okay.
So I have them. I can show you. So I've got them on the phone,
that.
right? So I just started really investing all my time and energy into this station because when I did come back, I applied for radio stations, but they were offering. I would get hired on the spot, but it was minimum wage with minimum hours.
Right.
And that's really not paying the bills for someone
who
has all this experience, has all this talent, has this resume.
Started her own radio station in a different city.
Basically, that's exactly what it was. Recruited everybody from the ground up. And if I could do that in LA, why couldn't I do that in my own city?
Right.
So that's why I came back here. I was like, look, I'm going to take that time and I'm invested in my own company, in my own city.
Right.
And that's where GoHAM is we are a community radio station. We don't charge anything to showcase music. We play artists that are signed by major labels. We also play independent, unsigned artists. All of that's mixed in together. You can go to our website. You can listen to it 24/7. We have different podcast shows that do live webcasts via Facebook, and we stream them on SoundCloud. We stream them on YouTube. We have a YouTube channel you can go and check out. Everything's GoHAM Radio. So you can check us out. Yeah, GoHamRadio.com, and you can check out all of our social network sites on there. See prior shows. We've got Jammin' with DJ Rasko, which is a show that's developed. It's a DJ live set that he does, and all he does is play local music. So if you guys are artists out there and you'd like to send us your music, make sure it's mastered MP3s, and you send it to requests, plural, so requests at GoHamRadio.com, and we'll be able to review it. And make sure you send more than just the track. You know, make sure you send the information with it so we can upload it into our system and be able to play it, as well as give it to the DJ and he can make some shout-outs for you and know who the artists are so people can find you.
So before we get into, some more music, I want to know about this Opal Bay Media Group. Tell me about that. How did this come about?
Okay, so Opal Bay Media Group is my production company. It is also an elevation company. The first company that I created was marketing and promotions.
Okay.
That's what I did before the digital age. Everything was hand to hand. It was called Mindset Entertainment.
Right.
And with Mindset Entertainment, I had worked for different companies, acquired a bunch of skills, and decided to kind of go out on my own when things just occurred in my life. So I decided that I was going to go to Mindset Entertainment. I got some good advice from a mentor that just said, look, if you're independent, you can chart, you can say who, when, and how much.
Ah, see.
Instead of feeling like you're a victim because this is what you love to do and these companies are taking advantage, why don't you go rogue? Basically, you go out on your own, you become an independent contractor and just have them hire you, and you say who you're going to work with, for how long you're going to work with, and you set the monotone for it.
So, yes, folks, if you need some education on making some things happen, if you're an artist, of any kind in San Diego, this is the person that has the information for you to make you some money, to really make things happen for you, because we go ham right here. But I got to get back into some music. We are here on Griffin Radio. If you haven't, please log on to facebook.com/GriffinRadio119 or check us out on Instagram, Griffin Radio SD. Please call in and leave us some requests. 619-644-7725. And we're going to get back into some music. Thank you and have a good day.
Hey, Marcus. I'm going to go tag this up. Ugh. All right. Yeah, so mine's in Opal Bay, and then So you've covered these, right? You've covered these.
We're done with
So
those.
we'll do Opal Bay to
DJ Rasko. Rasko Entertainment. And then what else? We'll just talk about.
Yeah, we got these two. We got
Behind the
tickets
Grind.
to
We'll
that.
talk about Talk of the Town. I want to talk about how you guys got together because a lot of people don't know that. Oh, for Street Talk?
So we can do this. Like, I'll talk about how Mindset evolved to this, and this is just like the parent production company. And then I met up with him in 2013, and in 2015 we joined forces and whatever. I mean, he can talk about this. Let him talk about himself before we talk about how we behind the scenes stuff.
Okay, I got you.
Why you holding that baby?
Oh, man.
Where'd that come from? You just find it outside?
Just baby, outside. Now, we found him one day when we was doing pictures with Dev.
He was in the alley somewhere. It's so funny because Dev said that those pictures did not come out. So he'll have to redo them, the one in our street clothes. But the ones in our shirts came out good. So I've got some. I'll show you. I'm recording on that phone, so I can't show you now.
Yeah. It's not a problem. Yeah, I think I'm about to make my,
Hey, baby.
Oh, right. Oh, there's restrooms right there. That's a little bit behind you.
I forget, that's when everybody used to shit in. Oh! Oh!
Wow, your hair's in the way, but I never seen that shirt before.
There you go.
That is like
Old school.
they were just ironed on, basically.
Right.
Somebody came in and was like, "All right, pay $15 for these iron-on shirts." I'm like, "All right, give me one of them things."
$15?
Something like it. It wasn't
Motherfuckers pay. I will do that. I got a computer printer. We're about to make some shirts.
Yeah, man, up top respect. You don't know the thing. GoHAM Radio in the building. Current on the break. Up top respect for Mr. Mind for the opportunity. We're hopping here. We're doing it. There you go. Yeah. Stay tuned on the break right now, but we'll be back with the interview. DJ Rasko representing. You know the thing, go. Up live.
Right. We got 18 seconds. MsFancyPantz in the bathroom, but we'll get back into it. Oh, yes. 'Tis I and I, Mr. MINED. We're back on Griffin Radio. The views and comments and opinions expressed on this show are those of individuals and not necessarily shared by Griffin Radio, the Media Communications Department, Grossmont College, or the Grossmont Cuyamaca Community College District. This podcast is copywritten by Griffin Radio and Grossmont College 2018. Thank you, and thank you again for listening. We are in the building with GoHAM Radio, official GoHAM Radio leaders of the pack. Yes. So we talked a lot about with Miss Fancy. You know, we did a little interview with her, talked about her accomplishments and how she's risen to become the GoHAM Radio person she is. But we haven't spoken with DJ Rasko, so we need to get a little bit of background about how he came affiliated with, GoHAM Radio and all that. Let us know.
Hey.
Greetings in the name of His Imperial Majesty Ali Selassie Jah Rastafari. DJ Rasko representing. Yes, man. So I am a DJ that I'm pretty much on my craft since 2011.
Wow.
Since then, coming all the way up, been doing shows, start like 2 companies that has been doing shows in my hometown. I do music, DJ that correspond with artists in my hometown. I start a business called Rasko Entertainment, which that has been started in 2011. 2012, that's when I released my first official mixtape. That's when I had my materials and I started releasing my mixtape. I started doing works. But I officially started that business to create like a platform where artists can pretty much get a chance to have their music be heard,
Yes.
rather than just having your song being sung amongst your friend in your community, and it's not going anywhere than just amongst your friend at that bar shop, that same bar shop you keep going every single day.
Yes, yes. That's what we like to hear, you know, advancements. So, tell us, first DJ Rasko Entertainment, you know, how did you think of that? How was that, you know, how did that become about? You know, was it just something that you was like, oh, I want to do this, or was you inspired by somewhere else?
Rasko Entertainment, I've been inspired by a lot of local artists that's been bred from my youth, being around me and have the talent to sing, DJ, do multiple things, but not having a platform to really utilize it.
Oh, I see.
So
I see.
me being like, from the ground up, created the name along with my personal community name, which my community name was known as Wako. Since I started my journey of a Rasta, I changed it up a little bit because I've acquired the name Rasta. The person keeps calling me Rasta. It's a known thing. When you're back home and you start the journey of being a Rasta, that's the name that you brand you with.
Yes.
So I twisted up a bit, so I kept my community name. So I called myself Rasko. Wako,
Yeah.
Rasta. So it's a combination. Rasko. So officially, it started from Rasko Entertainment, where it ventured into DJ Rasko.
Oh,
so as you know, Rasko Entertainment was a platform trying to help myself and the youth in my environment.
Right.
And I acquired the name DJ Rasko because I'm also a DJ and many other things. Graphic designer.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So tell us about the travel from, you know, the transfer from Jamaica to here, and, you know, just tell us that experience on, you know, the differences between, because I know we spoke before about the DJ, you know, situation. Let the people know about the differences that they are in Jamaica and some of the similarities.
First and foremost, it's been a while back for my music, because it's really for, I'm here really to actually expand my career in music.
Yes.
And actually having like more platforms to actually have persons have the exposure of reggae music.
Okay.
So I literally started back then from the ground up, and I did a few shows in my community where persons start knowing about me, knowing that, okay, I'm a DJ, I have the ability to DJ. So coming here to the States, I initially did not come for I did not come for music.
Yeah.
I initially come for work, but I had my mind that I have to actually expand myself in a different environment.
Okay.
For anyone in Jamaica will know, and not persons will know, the environment is not. You don't have a lot of environment to actually utilize your craft, expand your craft. So being here, that's really the number one reason for me to actually have a bigger platform, having this talent, and can actually have more persons actually know about the importance of music.
Okay. How many mixtapes have you had since you started the first one? How many do you have now? And, you know, tell us a little bit of the artists that you have on there.
My first mixtape was done in 2012.
Right.
And I pretty much, I normally do like all reggae local artists and local artists in my community, mixed with the big hit artists, as a lot of persons know. The list goes on. But I'm now down to about 15 mixtapes.
Wow. Now that's wonderful. That's some real dedication and work.
And not just that, my main background of music is reggae music.
Okay.
But I bounce between reggae music, hip hop music, rap music, all the way up, and try to kind of mix it. So you find in my mixtape, you'll hear in reggae songs, and you hear in hip hop songs. And you find in my hip hop mixtape that you hear in reggae songs.
Right.
The person can actually know the feel of it, the twist of music and melody that you can hear from it when you twist it. Local Jamaican artists that I have in my mixtape especially would be Shaney, which is a local San Diego, local Jamaican artist coming up right now.
Okay.
A few more other artists like a few more like a Sick Up that I have along with my songs. So it's not a lot. It's not a lot because you actually have to have persons actually know your craft. Yeah. Yes. So.
Okay. So if they want to get on one of these mixtapes or they want to submit some music, where would they go, or where would they put the info? Send the music to?
They can definitely send it to DJ Rasko, DJ Rasko 876. I have a website available where persons can actually contact me on my website, which is RaskoEntertainment.com. Any social media available, Facebook, Instagram, wherever you can get to me on Rasko Entertainment, and the name should be there. You can communicate with me, and I can definitely have your music on replay at GoHAM Radio every Friday.
Hey, did you hear that? It can make it happen. If you do it, if you submit it, we can make it happen for you. But we're going to get back into some music for you, get back into some more tunes, you know. Until then, we'll get back into this, you know, interview afterwards. You are on Behind the Grind with Mr. Mind, and anything less is uncivilized.
Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Jen. Hey.
Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Jen.
Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Jen. Hey.
It's your boy.
Mr. Mind, Mr. M-I-N-E-D.
If you don't spell it right, you won't find me. Okay, so
we'll have to ask you where that came from. Why it's M-I-N-E-D instead of
Oh, well, I can tell you. So when I was...
Wait. Let's, hey, hold up.
They just want to know.
All right.
Yeah, I want to do it like an interview, official artist interview. You know, on Street Talk. You know how that goes. That would be fun. Hey, let me get the 28th
Right.
of for
December?
Street Talk. Yeah,
okay.
That'll be me.
All right, the 28th of December.
Yeah.
End of the year turn up. Woo!
What?
All right, so then we fully booked. Yeah. We are fully booked. You know, they asked me, well, I don't know if I want to say all this stuff on camera. This is behind
the grind.
People are probably getting dizzy because I'm all over the place.
Well, we'll talk about that.
I don't know where I could stick it like this, or I could put it on him. If I put it on him, there you go.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
Mr. Grind Time.
There we
Mr.
go.
Grind Time.
It's probably better standing up. Can you see it?
Ooh. Can you get it? Or is it blocking it?
Yeah. Something like it.
Yeah. So we got 1 minute, 1:30. So we're gonna talk about the events. We'll talk about Ham Fam Jam, like the events that we've done or you guys have done.
Right, the nostalgia. When is your show over? 2?
Yeah, my show's over at 2.
Oh yeah, we got enough. We got an hour.
We haven't till 3 o'clock though. Like I have to be here till 2:30. Like.
Well, what do you have to do from 2 to 2:30? Give us our media checks, our sound checks.
No, like I'm scheduled for that time.
Oh,
so
like, till 2:30?
Till 2:30. So I always tell my artists that time. But since they did it, I do 30 minutes announcements. But since they did that already, I don't got to.
Oh.
We could go all the way.
We got our own announcements. So we got this coming up.
Okay.
Let them know we got a pair of tickets if they want to call in. You got to be what, 21 and up?
Yeah. I don't think they're gonna call. Though.
They're not gonna call, but it'll
they
be
never
good for
call.
sound check.
Nobody calls.
Hold on.
If you call in right now, you will get 2 tickets to the Talk of the Town.
Yeah. Oh, if you guys are out there, hey, miss you guys and that baby. Hi, Jed. So we got some
tickets.
What's happening? Hey,
Y'all
so we have got Talk of the Town 8 tickets.
And we on in
featuring
10.
Teddy Benson. Teddy Benson's going to be on GoHAM Radio. It's just confirmed yesterday. He's going to be on the station November 23rd, the Friday after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we're back. We're Behind the Grind with your boy, Mr. MINED on Griffin Radio. If you haven't logged on to the Facebook.com/Griffin Radio 119, please do right now. Or you can check us out on the TuneIn app. That's the TuneIn app, Griffin Radio. Hey, are we on the TuneIn app? Yeah, GoHAM Radio yet?
Yeah, we are. We're on all those platforms, but we prefer people to go to our website. Go to the website, and then you can hear us right there on the website 24/7.
Okay. And you can check out Griffin Radio on Instagram/Griffin Radio SD. Please do that. We need you guys to follow us and check us out. And if you have any requests, you call in 619-644-7725. If you make that call right now, we got 2 tickets for the Talk of the Town from GoHAM Radio. They are supporting. So let's talk about some of the events you've done. Let's talk about Talk of the Town. How did you guys get affiliated with Talk of the Town?
You want to... Okay, I guess we can...
Yeah.
DJ Rasko is in the building.
Yes,
I don't
he
mean to
is.
hog the mic as much.
Yeah, live on direct.
he's a cool soul. Calm. He don't need to do all the talking.
Right? Hogging the mic, no pun intended. Right?
Right?
How did we become affiliated? Oh, well, it just was as simple as when we launched GoHAM Radio September 1st,
Okay.
2000 and... What year is it? 2017.
Yeah. Okay.
So last year.
Last year. Been a year in the making.
A year in the making.
I mean, a year in the, development stage. So we're...
Yeah, it's still in its newborn stage,
Okay,
we'll
I
say.
got you, yeah.
I think the first year we're done because when I left San Diego, I had to come back and reestablish that network.
Yeah.
So the first year is just getting our name out there. We're developing the brand.
Right.
We're becoming affiliated with the community, different artists, booking content. So last year we launched September 1st, 2017, and the show that we did was Street Talk with the Swift Gang. And that had 4 members. We had an engineer, we had 2 co-hosts, and then we have a DJ.
Yes.
And we talked about many things, cooking, travel, things around town. And then we kind of made some adjustments.
Right.
And a couple of people left because they had some prior obligations that they came into.
Exactly.
One's getting married, another one's having a baby. So
Yeah, big things happening in their life.
exactly. And we're not at a stage where we can pay lucratively.
Exactly.
So I understand. You do what you got to do because the station's still going to go. This is my passion project. It's not going anywhere for me. People will come and go, but that's fine. That's what it's supposed to be, is an elevation
But you'll still
project.
be able to log on to GoHAM Radio.
Oh, yeah, regardless. Yeah. The
Exactly.
station will still go on regardless of if there's 1,000,001 people or just a couple of people.
Exactly.
Or at least one, right?
Right.
I mean, but it's been really good in developing. What I did was I wanted to start reaching out to the community. So I did my research online to different artists in San Diego. I booked them for Street Talk with the Swift Gang. Every Friday we would interview a new artist local to the community, and an artist, not just a music artist, but an artist that maybe was a graphics designer.
Okay.
All different facets of being an artist. We
Yes.
want to be able to put them on Street Talk and give them a platform to be able to showcase their talent.
I see
Because that's
that.
essentially what we're doing. We're giving opportunity, hope, and mentorship to different artists and entrepreneurs and business people and go-getters and just those people who are doing something in our community. We want to be able to give them a spotlight. So that's what Street Talk with the Swift Gang is.
Mm-hmm.
And in booking those individuals, we were able to find out about shows that they were doing in and around town.
Mm-hmm.
And we were at the very first Talk of the Town, and I don't remember who it was that got...
So I think that the show was with Adonis the Hottest.
Adonis was the second one. Adonis was the second. So they've had 8. Okay, so
Yes.
every month... Okay, let's go back.
That's since we start going. That's since we get
you went to the first one.
Yeah.
After we interviewed him on our show,
Yeah.
he said that pretty much he will be performing at this show this week, this
I
weekend.
see.
And then we went to that show, and we've been going
Ever
ever since
I
because we realized
see.
that they're doing the same thing that we're trying to get on, independent artists. to the
Right.
public.
I
Shout
think
out to Brian Grizz for that big Grizz for that one and Paper Pat.
Look at your shirt.
You know
your
what I'm
Grizzly
saying?
shirt. Yeah,
Right.
he did the first one. I don't know if he had one person be the spotlight artist. Maybe it was Ill Minded, I think.
I believe so.
I think it was
he
Ill
the first
Minded,
one.
and it was his birthday, something kind of like that. So we wanted to go out there, support the city, because that's what Talk of the Town is. It's giving local artists the opportunity to create a crowd, create a buzz, and perform at this show that occurs
Exactly.
monthly at La Luce Ultra Lounge.
Yeah, you need to be there on Halloween because they having the bash, man. It's really going down.
Yeah.
It's no joke.
They,
GoHAM will be there.
It's called the Halloween Havoc. It's a costume party. The main artist is Teddy Benson.
Yes.
Shout out to Teddy Benson. Definitely
Shout
saw him
out.
yesterday. We were at Arts and Recs. Did a quick interview with Slim 400.
Right?
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm talking about. GoHAM is really be making these interviews happen. Like, it's just not local artists. I was actually in Oakland, and I was getting some contacts. So we will be having some Oakland artists on our show as well. So please tap in with us because we make it happen over here. No joke, no game. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the other artists that have been on the shows that you guys are doing?
So I have some flyers here. I just want to bring them out, not only to leave them around here at the campus, but also to highlight to our feed. So you want to make sure that you go out and you cop that Don Elway Audible 2, as well as Adonis the Hottest's new album, Sleep on Life, Wake Up Broke. Both of those are out. They represent Uncontrollable Entertainment. We've had them. They are family right there. Make sure you go out and you support. You can go and check them out on any of their social media platforms, as well as music platforms. Just put in Don Elway, as well as Adonis the Hottest, D-A, and find those albums. They're really great. Also, we've got tickets to Talk of the Town 8, which is going to be on Halloween. Like I said, it's featuring Teddy Benson. So make sure you go out and you get your tickets for that. They're available pre-sale by any of the artists. Also, you can get them from Brian Rice, Grizz. He's on Facebook. You can get tickets for him. From him, I think they're $10 pre-sale, $20 at the door. Yeah.
And you can get them from 2P's Paper Pack.
Paper Pat. Oh, yeah. You went to Oakland with Paper Pat, right?
Man. Yeah, it really went down up there. We represented for San Diego. A couple other people was from San Diego as well, so it was like a couple artists, acts as well. So, and we just, went up there. We did our set, 10-minute set, did our thing, and got a lot of connects and made some moves. And now I'm back on Behind the Grind. And anything less is uncivilized. So,
well, welcome back to Behind the Grind.
Right. Before we get into Behind the Grind with these folks right here and talk about some of the things that they've done behind the scenes, let's get back into some music. So, enjoy. So now we're going to talk about how you guys met and all that Jamaica trip.
And how we work real jobs to be able to pay for this.
Exactly.
So we do Lyft, we do Amazon Flex, we do hotel, concierge, we do
and then after that, we'll talk about some of the swag and stuff you have.
And it's part of my promotions background, because this is all promotional gear to push a brand, right? Because the thing is it didn't matter if the artist was good, people wanted a free CD. Right. That's just how people are. So if you give them things that they want and can utilize.
Yeah, that's the only thing we didn't have. Is I was trying to get them. I didn't have the budget.
Hi, Heather.
Yeah, man. They was like, yo, you guys are sick.
Hi, Maja. Hey, Bridge. Yeah. Who else is there?
Got a couple people telling me.
Ferno Dago. What's up? Yeah, email us if you want to be on the show.
Yeah. Hit me up for the Behind the Grind.
Definitely. I don't know if I'm on my page or if I'm on... I think I'm on my page. I don't think I'm on
GoHAM?
GoHAM page. Do you want to... That's Instagram. You can stop Instagram. And we can go on the GoHAM Facebook. All right.
Yeah, there was this one dude there. His name was Biscuit.
Ferno, send us some MP3 tracks to the email.
This other dude named Affiliated. Killer. I got to get a song with him. He was dope.
Yeah.
And it turns out that he was locked up with Paper Pat's cousin, and Paper Pat's cousin was from New Orleans, and they hadn't seen each other for 24 years. Yeah, and he came out to the show and supported us because he lived in Oakland and stuff. Yeah, I was like, dang, that's what's up.
Well, because you're not in the interview screen, you could Skype these people that are out of town, too. And just, what we could do is we could put you in the seat.
Right.
Instead of behind, just you're sitting there. And do it like the news. We can do a split screen, or we put a little box, and you talk to them through Skype, and you could have the laptop in front of you.
Okay.
And you basically talk to them through the laptop, and then we have that on the screen, so what they see is both screens.
Right.
And you can do the interview that way.
Okay. All right.
That way you can still do...
Yeah, but also a lot of them was like, yo, we want to come to San Diego. So what I was thinking, Pat set them up for the Talk of the Town. They come and perform, and then that's when we could do the interview. You know what I'm saying? Right there, either before the show or after, if they're going to be here a couple days after. But mainly, they should be here in the daytime before the show, so I'm like, damn, we could do it then. That's how I look at it.
Have people been showing up on time? Or at least their bookings here?
Here?
Yeah.
No, nobody's like you guys. Some people come, some people cancel, some people don't call at all. I text them, they don't ever show. So that's why they don't get on GoHAM Radio.
They don't get the extension.
Yeah, they don't.
Well, you got Joey Dixon coming on.
Well, yeah, but I already
Friday.
know he's solid, so
Yeah.
that's why. Like, I didn't have to like set him up for this.
So you're doing what, 5 to 7 with a 6 to 7 showtime?
Yeah.
Because you work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you work tomorrow?
Tomorrow or
Wednesday.
Yeah, I do work tomorrow.
What time?
Well, 4 to close.
4 to close.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to be interviewing Monica Montgomery.
Oh, that was the lady?
That's Lady Monica Montgomery.
You should have told me and I would have got it off. You didn't.
It's all right because, I've been getting things last minute. It's kind of like, look, one of us got to be able to do it.
Okay.
We're going to get out there.
5.
4.
And we're back, folks. It's I. It is him. It is he, Mr. MsFancyPantz. You're back on Griffin Radio, and you're tuned into Behind the Grind with Mr. Mind. It's Mr. MsFancyPantz. If you don't spell it right, you won't find me. So, folks, we talked to my GoHAM people. We talked about some of the artists they've interviewed, some of the events they've done. But you know what? Event we did not talk about is the GoHAM Fam Jam. That is one thing that we do need to touch on before we speak about anything else. You know what I'm saying? Tell us, that was my actual first event that I ever worked with GoHAM Radio. I got to meet a lot of artists that were in San Diego, and I met some artists that I already known. But I got to meet a lot of artists that I didn't know about, and I was the one checking them in. So, you know what I'm saying?
Charles
I felt
in
like,
charge.
yeah, I felt like I was the one in charge, like I was doing it. And they had to check in with me. But it was fun, I learned a lot of stuff about putting on the show. I learned about really sound like, in the moment, making things happen and videoing. And that's when I got my niche to like video artists and stuff like that. So, but tell us how you guys feel about the Ham Fam Jam.
The Ham Fam Jam is a way to offer opportunities for artists to showcase their work to the public.
Okay.
So what we do, we operate kind of like school. So we have a fall to spring season.
Okay.
We take a break for about a month or so. Then we come back to a summer season for about 3 months, take another month or 2 off, and then we start up again.
Okay.
And we're about to start season 2, because like I said, we started September 1st last year. Our first Ham Fam Jam, what it is, we take all the artists that we've showcased for that season, and we create kind of like a concert. It's like a staff party, we'll say, because it is a GoHAM family. It's the people who listen to us. It's open to the public, but obviously, unless you're following us or listening to us or affiliated to us in some way, you're not going to hear about it. So you want to make sure you tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody.
Right.
But what we do is we showcase these artists. So we have 30 weeks, and I think what we did for the first one is not all 30 were artists.
Oh,
so the ones who were artists, we gave them about a 15-minute platform to be able to do radio edits of their song at an outdoor public facility. We were at Savita Park in Mission Valley, which is a great outdoor venue. We did that on April 13th, I think, or April 15th. One of those.
Wow.
Was it April 15th, I think? Oh, tax day. Yes, April 15th.
Yes.
So it was April 15th. We did this event. We had, let's say, 20 people perform. We had 6 to 7 different vendors, because those were the other people who were on the show. So, like,
they got to sell
authors.
Some of the merchandise.
Exactly. If they weren't going to perform, then they could definitely set up a booth.
That's really cool.
So we tried to showcase everybody, and then, so we'll say it's like a street talk showcase is kind of what it is. And then for the summer season, we did the same thing. We had 12 weeks. We had 10 artists. We showcased all 10 artists. And that's the one that you worked was the summer one. And we did that one down in Chula Vista Bay Park on the north side. And I have visions of where we're going to have the next one already. But I don't think I'm gonna release that, because it's not until next year, spring. But I already have my visions of where we're going to do that one at. And it's going to be another place here in San Diego, outdoor, family-friendly event. We give away.
Tap in with us. Make sure you stay tuned into GoHAM Radio so you know where this event is taking place, because it is a fun event, and we really turn up for the fam.
We give away a lot of free swag, too, so if you're watching us on Facebook, you can see that what we do at the Ham Fam Jams is we give away swag and we promote the artists, so, you can get to take away something to remember us by.
Exactly. So let's tell us about this swag bag that we have. Let's talk to the people about some of the things that you guys do have for sale, as well as, some of the swag that you just give away at these Ham Fam Jams.
DJ Rasko, do you want to go here with this one, since I know I've been hogging the mic? I don't mean to do it, but here it is. Go ahead.
So most definitely. And as you know, all these materials are to build and promote the brand. So persons can have something to value, knowing that, hey, GoHAM Radio is not a part of them. So we have some swag hats, which we don't have any in the show.
Sold out.
Sold out. I think Mr. Mind received the last one.
Yeah, man, and I'm not giving it up.
We have some very nice pens available. GoHAM label on it, pink and white. You can take down your nose.
And it's black ink. It's not pink ink as you may think from the top.
Though,
Yeah, we're going to be ordering some new pens. These have a top that comes off. The next pens we're going to order are clicking ones.
So it's elevation.
The elevation always.
Right.
Yes. We have the special Ray-Bans available, see-through with label on the side.
Ray-Bans.
Representing GoHAM Radio.
You know why? Because your future's bright.
Hey, that's exactly it.
We have some water bottles available, logo on it, with our motto on the back of it, giving opportunity, hope, and mentorship. So you can stay hydrated. Most definitely.
All right.
And yeah, that complete all. And we have also some keychains. Some keychains are available. We don't have any to show right now at Griffin Radio, but we have them available in store.
We also have chapstick, y'all.
So they got
rally
all
towels.
kinds of merchandise. They got all kinds of merchandise.
You can go to our
online.
website, GoHamRadio.com, and one of the tabs is shop, I believe, or store. And you can go on there and you can get whatever you want. We have shirts in white and in black, tank tops, hats, sunglasses, magnets, pens, chapstick, rally towels.
That's my favorite.
Lanyards. We do have the lanyards too.
Okay, yeah.
Those are hotcakes as well. So make sure you get those. And these backpacks, of course. We have these white strap backpacks that you can get.
All right.
If you're back to school.
Here on Behind the Grind, we talk about how we present what we do and how we, how we love our passion and what we really work hard for. But there's a behind the scenes route to that, and there's a route that you have to go. Anybody who's doing anything has to do something to support what they love to do. Like me, I got to get up and cook some stuff. I love cooking, so I went to school so I could do what I love and make money at it. And now I'm still doing what I love. So you guys tell me what you guys do to support what you guys love doing.
So for me, most definitely, I do a 9 to 5 like everybody else.
Oh.
But I do value what I do on the side, which is I DJ, which I very value, because that's my career. Beyond 9 to 5. I'm also a graphic designer, which I do graphics. I also do a part-time job with Lyft. As you know, that's a latest hustle out there. For those who don't have a hustle, get on it.
Get on.
Clean up your record and get on it.
Yeah.
Most definitely. I also started a jewelry company, which is known as Talwa Roots, where I pretty much handmade natural jewelry.
Wow.
Bracelets, chains, earrings, a person can value them. And they're not just regular jewelry, they're jewelry that actually heal your lives. But that's my hustle. What about you, MsFancyPantz?
That's your hustle. Don't you also do hospitality work as well?
Look at her. Sometimes.
Most definitely, yes.
Well, the reason why I mention hospitality is because we work at the same company.
Okay.
And we end up actually working at the same facility in the company. So we got to see a lot of each other, which made it good because whenever we needed to talk about the station or anything like that, we would work a lot of the same shifts so we could just talk to each other then and there instead of waiting for a reply. We would do brainstorming and planning and strategizing. Because like I said, he's been right there, not since the very beginning, but towards this latest end, at least since before the launch, 6 months before the launch. but more so a year before that in the planning and preparations for the launch, getting everything legalized and ready to go so that nobody could take it from me. I've had issues of people in other cities utilizing the name, but I've trademarked it, so we have to send cease and desist letters.
Oh my! Look at that! Look at that real business right here. That's what we want to hear.
I own GoHAM Radio.
Right,
all
no
right.
joke.
If you don't know, look me up.
Right?
All right.
That's what I'm talking. You better Google it.
Yeah.
All right. But anyway, let's talk about how you guys met. Like, how did that connection get to happen? Before the messaging.
Oh. Okay. It started back in 2013. It was my senior year of college.
Right.
And for my birthday, and for another girlfriend of mine, her birthday is the same month. Mine's in October, and so is hers. We wanted to do a cruise. So why don't we do a cruise somewhere? And we decided we were going to go to Jamaica.
Right.
That's where we're going to take our cruise. So it was a girls' trip. We invited all these girls. And when it came down to it, it was just her and I that had the money, the passports, right time.
The only one who had the paperwork, right?
Right. And we looked at each other and just said, we're not going to waste our birthdays sitting at home because somebody else isn't going to go.
Right.
Hey, girl, we go. And so it was her and I, and we went out there, and you couldn't tell us nothing. We in Jamaica. We going to Jamaica. We got our hair done, everything. We ready to enjoy this vacation.
Yeah.
Because we worked so hard. Like I said, it was my senior year of college. This was my treat to myself.
Yeah.
She, shout out to Portia. She likes to go on trips every year.
Exactly.
So she gave me the opportunity, and I said, let's do it. So we went out there, and the first day, there was a bit of a hiccup. My luggage got mistaken. I mistook someone else's luggage thinking it was mine, and they accidentally took mine for theirs.
Right.
So when I got back to the hotel, I opened it up, and it was all these kids' clothes. Just brand new kids' clothes, not even unpackaged.
Fresh.
And so I was thinking, okay, what? And I called the airport and tried to find out who the name was on this bag. Went to Facebook, tried to email all these people under the name to say, hey, we have your luggage. Ours got swapped because they were the exact same bag. And no response or anything for 2 days. Mm-hmm. In the meantime, we weren't just going to sit there at the hotel and just twiddle our thumbs waiting for this bag to maybe show up or not. And granted, I'm not going to wear these kids' clothes, but I could wear my friend's clothes. We were similar in size and shoe size, thankfully, that I just kind of wore what she had, and we made do.
Things worked out.
We wanted to stay close just in case they would call us for the luggage. And my friend wanted to go ziplining. We had planned to go about 45 minutes away, but with the issue with the luggage, we wanted to stay close.
Okay.
And they were doing zipline right across the street. So we decided, okay, we'll just go to the zipline across the street, do that, and then if they call us, we just, right there, no issues, because if the person's dropping off the luggage, they're not going to wait 45 minutes. They're not going to wait an hour, So we went across the street, and they had all these tour guides on site. They had planned that they were going to have a cruise come in, like a carnival cruise.
I see.
And so they put all the tour guides on site so that you could have a tour guide for like a set of 5, 8 people, whatever it was. And you could facilitate all these different groups. Well, for whatever reason, the cruise ship didn't dock that day. And there were, I almost want to say there were more tour guides than there were people on the tour, or very similar in numbers.
Right.
And that's how I became linked up with Rasko, almost literally linked up with his carabiner on his hip as we're flying through the jungles of Jamaica, Montego Bay to be exact. So
wow,
we kind of had a connection. Because it's not like the other zip lines where you see around town where it's just 30 seconds, a couple minutes. The zipline tour lasted about an hour and a half.
Wow.
And they drive you to the top of the hill, and then you zip line through all these different, what are they called? Like stations? I know they're not called stations.
Decks and platforms.
Decks and platforms. So this is your tour guide right here. This is the tour guide. He was a tour guide for many years. Not many years, but, a few years.
Since 2007, DJ Rasko representing for Chukka Caribbean Adventure Tour.
Represent for Chukka.
Right, okay.
Right.
So that was a pretty cool story right there. So after that happened, then you guys made your connection and, things worked out. And, how did you make your way over here
crazily. We, after we finished the tour, went back to base. We got a phone call and she heard that actually the hotel have her luggage there waiting for her. And she was like bursting out with all the excitement and feels so good. And she was like, I'm going out tonight.
I got my clothes. I didn't pack every day not to wear any of these clothes.
Right.
I was like 3 days behind.
Oh my.
Yeah, definitely being there, seeing all that expression, she was very excited. So I'm like, all right. I'll be the one to go with her. So we went out that night and shout out to Margaritaville. That's the spot we went to.
Okay.
We had a good time. And from there she actually explained to me she had the idea to do radio.
Okay.
And I explained to her I am actually a DJ and
a
graphic designer. And that's where we both connected and we've been like buddy ever since. I came to the States.
That's what's up.
Officially and joined her in the team of actually launching GoHAM Radio.
All right. Well, usually we get back into some music and stuff like that, but I like this story. So I want to talk about how you made your adventure from Jamaica to coming to the States to, being a part of GoHAM Radio.
It goes way back to my first travel. I think it was in 2014 where I traveled to Nantucket.
Wow.
To actually venture in a different job, has nothing to do with radio.
Well, what job was that?
It was to work on a golf course.
A golf course, okay.
Shout out to Nantucket Golf Course. That's the first place where I worked.
Okay.
Worked for 6 months, jumped back home, support the family, and got the opportunity to work 6 months again. But next time, 6 months, I was more concerned about making use of the opportunity, actually venturing or actually getting a chance to utilize the environment of being in the States.
Oh, see.
So as we actually, up until that point, I was still talking to MsFancyPantz. Our relationship was still going on up until then. So actually, that's when the second time coming in the States, got a chance to come to California.
Oh, wow.
Join vows with my wife, marry her, and actually went back and finished my job in Nantucket.
Wow.
And then I came back to Nantucket, to California after I finished with Nantucket, and actually gained residence here, and that's where I actually been doing music now on a bigger platform, utilizing meeting more artists that actually have a hunger for music and actually getting the music out there, and actually joining force with GoHAM Radio. I actually am an official DJ throughout GoHAM Radio and a graphic designer. So that's just how it is, and we've been joined force from 2015. From 2015 to the launch of the show 2007. I've been with her throughout GoHAM Radio.
Right. Beautiful climb. So before we get back into the music, the views and comments and opinions expressed on this show are those of individuals and not necessarily shared by Griffin Radio, the Media Communications Department, Grossmont College, or the Grossmont-Cuyamaca Community College District. This podcast is copywritten by Griffin Radio and Grossmont College 2018. Thank you, and back into some tunes.
Paper Pat, what's up?
What's up,
Paper Pat?
Please?
Who is this? Oh, hi, Candy.
Oh, yeah, let me use the restroom real quick.
All right, we'll be checking our email later on. It'll probably be later on today. We're going to grab a bite to eat when we're done because I'm hungry.
DJ Rasko in the building representing.
DJ Rasko.
Most definitely. For those who haven't yet, log on to Griffin Radio. Yay, we are here. Represent.
I can't believe this is here. Like, for real, this is... I gotta take it. This is...
Yeah, I took a photo.
You took a photo of it? Isn't that bananas? So, when I was back here in Griffin Radio, I was promotions. And when I did the promotions, I created this swag bag. Griffin Radio swag bag, my handwriting. And this is the same stuff that was in it. Nobody has touched it.
I didn't. I didn't touch it.
Ever. Oh, yeah.
Hilarious.
So what are we talking about next? So we talked about the promo company. Oh, the events. We talked about Ham Fam Jam.
I'm talking about everything. We're going to talk about your baby.
Oh, the baby. Where'd that come from?
All right, we're going to talk about your baby next.
I cannot believe this stuff is still here.
Yeah, you better believe it.
Shoot, I'm about to put this to the
Damn, we
side.
talked about everything,
I'm a hoarder. Whatever.
Over a lot.
I'm taking the cups too.
What else?
No.
What should we talk about, people? Talk about it. Tell us.
Huh?
So that's really all we have left to talk about.
Is the kid?
Yeah. Oh yeah, and me.
So we talk about what we did in the background. We could talk about what we have coming up. So,
Oh yeah, the interviews with the other people. What time is the interview?
the Trick Daddy thing.
Oh.
So we can talk about what we have coming up this week, and then we can talk about the interview I did yesterday. Talk about this. We're launching on Friday. They can go to the website and have it redone on Friday. Talk about the baby. Talk about these upcoming shows. We got these tickets if they want to call in.
Studio we're about to set up. So what's up with that? I'm gonna get the thing today. I'm gonna get the iLock. I'm gonna repay for it. It's $30.
We redid the studio. It's all done now.
Okay.
Like it's.
Like everything. Okay.
Yeah, I put it. We might need to move the computer back just a little bit, but I like the design. I think it was a work in progress.
Do we need a screen for the other computer still?
No, I'm gonna put your tower right next to the computer thing, so it'll just go right on up to the monitor.
Got you.
And then, so I'm about to pull that out, but we don't need to pull out your keypad because he's got a keypad.
Right.
But you do have your iLock in there that we can set up.
You have the iLock?
The red one? The red MIDI device?
Oh, yeah, okay.
So the MIDI we can put just right on top of your tower, right?
Yeah.
We're going to put your tower down at the end. And then
I got to go get my microphone today.
Because we can put your microphone up in the room and then clean it out because... Is there music playing?
Oh, snap. Yeah, we're back. My bad, folks. Mr. MID. A little downtime, my folks, but
I was like, aren't we live right now?
Yeah, we live right now again. Sorry about that. We are back with Behind the Grind. I was talking a little business with them, so we are gonna be doing like a little studio setup. We're working on that right now for the GoHAM fam, and basically we're trying to start our own little production section for people to come in and do recordings and stuff like that. So it's all about elevation with the GoHAM fam. That's why I deal with them. That's why I'm so happy I have my own show with them, because only elevation has happened since I've been working with them.
Appreciate that, fam.
Yeah. So we've been talking about almost everything, like we were talking about in the break. We ran out of things to talk about except for your beautiful, beautiful son. So, let's talk about him. Let's talk about it. How did this come about?
Well, Trevor, DJ Rasko.
DJ Rasko.
Mr. Stewart.
Okay.
Why don't you tell the audience where the guy came from?
Most definitely came between MsFancyPantz and DJ Rasko. Mm-hmm. But yeah, after pretty much I said we joined forces. When I said on my mission coming back to the States, joining force, I'm married to MsFancyPantz, which is my wife. Which,
right.
Over our second year of being married, or third year of being married, that's when actually we have a child.
Yes,
a child
that's
named
beautiful.
Sela Barata Stewart. He's currently 7 weeks old, and he's a bundle of joy.
Wow. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So
he's a bundle of sleep right now.
All right.
You guys might have heard him doing little noises earlier, like, where is that a baby I hear? Yes.
So when he was born, can you give us like a little bit of history of his, it is not long, but 7 weeks ago y'all took a trip already, so that's a while. That's a while ago.
Yeah. Go ahead.
First and foremost, I'm a male, having a child for the first time, And my wife, MsFancyPantz, she's a mother. And after seeing this process, I have a whole totally different respect for females.
Right.
So I love her since she bear the 10 months of this young legend, bring him into my life and our life.
Right.
I would appreciate if she explained to you that.
First pregnancy for both of us, and Sila Rarato Stewart is his name. Sila was going to be the name. We waited until the baby was born before we found out the gender. Because to us, it doesn't matter if it's a boy or girl.
Right.
We talked about family. We talked about kids. We want to have a few kids. So it really doesn't matter what the gender is.
Yeah.
We're going to love the child regardless. And we're kind of old school, old-fashioned like that and wanting to be surprised. So we waited until the baby was born, but the name that we thought of was Sila. And Sila, Sellah, is the name for the baby, regardless of if it's going to be a boy or a girl. Sila isn't a gendered name. Sila is kind of like a proclamation.
Okay.
A proclamation of when time and fate come together.
Oh, wow.
Usually a spiritual moment, usually referred to in musical stances, in religious books and Bibles. You have Amen at the end, and then oftentimes like a hallelujah, there would be a Selah.
Yes.
So it's said in a moment of spirituality.
Right.
So with the baby was made in a moment of Selah. The baby was born in a moment of Selah. And so the baby represents Selah. It's when time and fate has come together for both DJ Rasko and I, and we've created this little human being that was in me for 10 months. And when he came out, head, shoulders, and pee-pee.
Wow.
We were like, it's a boy. So we thought, because when he's coming out, he had a little curl. We were thinking, it might be a girl with a little curl. Ended up being a boy.
Right.
And so he's 7 weeks old, and he's great. He doesn't cry unless he's hungry, so once you feed him, it's done.
Right.
He smiles all the time. Big brown eyes, brown hair, it's starting to curl up. He's now 22 inches long and about 11 pounds. So he's a bit of a chunker, but he keeps his dad and I on our toes. He appreciates the nightlife. When he was in my stomach, he was up all the time during the night when we were in the clubs and going to shows. People said this is how he's going to be in real life, and it is. He goes to bed around 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, sleeps until 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
He's already an artist.
Already, he loves his daddy. He looks at his daddy with just these eyes that just say, I want to be just like you. You're my hero. It's great to see them just bond. Oftentimes I have to fight to hold on to my child because DJ Rasko is so proud to be a dad. He just takes control of the baby. Other than the feeding, he'll take care of the baby the entire time. Bath, poos, diapers, anything and everything. Cradle, everything. So it really makes it easier for me. But it's also an opportunity for us to realize, okay, well, we've got one, now we're ready for others. So we plan to start our family pretty soon. Our goal is to have 4.
Wow.
So we'll see how we do after 2. But our goal is to have 4, just so we have kind of a large family. He's from a large family. I'm from a somewhat large family. And we just want to be able to extend our legacy a little bit longer than just 1 or 2. And because we have a great partnership and because we're both in it for the long run, there's single moms who've taken care of 2, 3, 4, 5 kids on their own. With he and I together and being able to create these opportunities for ourselves where we have flexible schedules and doing the lifts and hospitality that works 24 hours and just doing the right things for making right choices as a family, we should be able to have 4. It's like 2 each, right? Just 2 each. So we kind of look at it like that. Like, all right, we each would have to balance 2, 4 occasionally, but we're in this for the long haul, like I said, and we're a team. And I think that's what makes us really good, both with the business, too, is sometimes it's you don't want to mix business and pleasure.
Right.
But in our relationship, we work really well together.
Yes.
We work really well together in our family. We work really well together in a personal relationship, just in going places and doing things.
Yeah.
Our morals, values, beliefs, things like that, our interests and things. And then our talents and characteristics help to blend us into a great company.
Yes.
You know, I'm not a good drawer, artist. He's the graphic designer.
Yeah.
He really complements, and we fill in the blanks for each other, and it's worked well. And I've been very blessed to be able to have someone like that. We just meet on a fluke trip.
Yeah.
For birthdays, and it was his birthday, and we met a couple of days after that, and I just told him that I was his birthday gift that just got lost in transition. It was just delayed for a little bit.
Right.
So fate was sending me to you. It just took a couple of days.
Yeah, that's what's up, though. Mm-hmm. So let's talk about what GoHAM has got coming up, some of the things that they've have events or people that they're going to be interviewing or stuff like that. Just let us know some of the things that's coming up for us.
Rasko?
So, officially we're on our break after our last Ham Jam. We'll be hosting our first show for season 2, the 26th of this month, this Friday. So, everyone listening right now on the Griffin Radio, on Facebook, on our live Instagram, make sure you guys tune in and full support. I think it's going to be the first official show. We're going to have Mr. Mind in the building.
Yeah.
Mr. Mind.
Right.
Definitely. Our artist on the show will be Nino, California. Definitely.
Right. That's what's up, though.
Yeah.
That's perfect. He'll be doing his interview, and he'll be doing a live performance. We'll be streaming it live through Facebook. So make sure everyone's available. When the time is available, you guys will know we'll be shooting it through every social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, so everyone will be alerted.
Yeah, we're looking to do some hard promotions about 48 hours before the show hits.
Okay.
Because it's usually how social media works.
Right.
Is people want things instantaneously and then just kind of heavy towards the end. You tell somebody about a party in a week, in 2 weeks, in a month, it's going to be out of sight, out of mind.
Right.
You have it in the feed, and the thing is with the social feeds on Facebook, they don't do them sequentially by time.
Yeah.
So they might not get it until 2 days later. So what we're going to do is, start heavily. Today is Tuesday.
Yeah.
We're looking tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday to be promoting socially, to go check us out for our live webcast that we're going to have that night. We're also going to be we're redesigning the website, so you can go onto the website now. It's active and everything, but it's got things from last season. I've done a few updates on it. We've done some things. We're going to be adding some updated pictures. Shout out to Pics by Dev. He took some pictures for us. We've got some GoHAM staff pictures that we took. We're going to be taking our own personal pictures again.
Yes.
So we definitely have a lot of things going on. You'll want to check us out. You can find us also at Talk of the Town 8. Like I said, we've got 4 tickets here. If you want, hit us up on Griffin Radio. We've got 4 tickets. Teddy Benson's going to be the headliner. It's called Halloween Havoc. They're going to have a costume contest, so go and check that out. And if you want to be on GoHAM Radio or want an internship with us, if you want to have a show with us or just link up with us and get to know more about us and what we have to offer, you can email us at requests@gohamradio.com. That's requests@gohamradio.com.
Yes. And if you want to be on Behind the Grind, you need to log on to GoHamRadio.com or request@GoHamRadio.com. Please do, because I got an artist this Friday, 26, Joey Dixon, in the building. We're going to be Behind the Grind with Joey Dixon. He also has 2 shows coming up in Atlanta. So I'm not going to give y'all too much information, but I just know he's been grinding. But that's going to be the end of our show today. You know what I'm saying? We do appreciate you checking us out on Griffin Radio. Behind the Grind on Griffin Radio. Also, we love for you to check us out on Facebook.com/GriffinRadio19, Instagram, Griffin Radio SD, the TuneIn app, or call in and give us some requests. 644-7725. Don't forget, we still have 2 tickets to the Talk of the Town. So whoever calls in can get those 2 tickets. You must be 21. We want to thank GoHAM Radio for coming and supporting my show and, creating the person that I am, because they have a lot to do with the show here at Griffin Radio, why I even chose the name and everything. I do want to say you guys have a wonderful interview. Sela's waking up now, so it's definitely almost time to get over. But Loved you guys, and I wish you guys could come back, sometime soon. If I have any open slots, I'll make sure that happens. But thank you for tuning in to Griffin Radio, and go check out GoHAM Radio. It's me, Mr. MINED. Anything less is uncivilized, and we're out.
Perfect. Hey guys, want to see something? Look, I have my old Griffin Radio shirt. Look at that.
This has been a GoHamRadio.com exclusive.